Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Fatback 4 Daily. This is your Saturday evening show, and immediate reaction to Liverpool's 3-0 win away to Bournemouth. So straightforward, it was untrue. Naby Keita is there. Everyone's doing bits. Rotation worked perfect. And look, let's go and see what me and Barry think of it. And just to let you know, he's going to blow his own trumpet quite a bit. Here we go. Here we go. And here we go. Liverpool 3-0 winners away at Bournemouth. And Barry is with me, and I asked Barry on tonight because usually I don't have people that do the preview and the review together because we like to mix it up a little bit here. But when Barry turns around and says, I think we'll win 3-0, I think Gomez will play. I think Keita will do really well. I think it's only his right to come on and tell us what a football genius he is. Barry, we couldn't have asked for a better game there today, could we?
Thank you, Gav.
No problem.
That's a proper intro.
No
Thank
problem.
you very much.
No problem. You more than deserve it.
Yeah, Daniel James. Ooh, sorry.
You're giving me live updates of the Manchester derby just to let people know.
Yeah, picking up. Yeah, where I left the Palace review. Yeah, I'm gonna provide the updates for the derby at the same time. So no, sorry guys. My head is massive now. I'm absolutely bouncing after predicting a 3-0 win. Keita just being nice. Gomez slotting in at centre back when called upon. Poor Degsy, proven fragile. I wish he was rested today, but 3-0 handy as could have been more. Poor lowly Bournemouth. Merson playing the saddest song on earth on his little violin for Eddie Howe, and poor injury-stricken Bournemouth.
Yeah, could you just going back to the very start, like we always do, the line up there? He has Alisson, he has
Gomez at right back. Yeah,
Gomez, which I don't agree with at right back, but he went there. Lovren, Van Dijk, Robertson. He goes with Henderson, Keita, Milner, and he has Salah, Firmino, and Oxlade-Chamberlain up front. There was a couple of bits in that I was a bit surprised by. Not surprised isn't probably the word. It's just something I'm not mad about. But look, he knows way more about football than I do. But just that lineup is sent out. Shaqiri plays really well last week. He's on the bench. Lallana plays well. He's not on the team. The rotation from the, you could see it from very early on that this rotation was absolutely going to work today because Bournemouth, when they come out and try players, it doesn't work. When they sit back a little bit, it doesn't work. And today they completely sat back and hoped not to be battered, and it just did not work today.
I don't know what their approach was. It was, again, try and be as normal as possible. Flat 4-4-2 and straight lines and try and work with the pace of the boys up front. But just, you could see one more injury to a slightly rickety team, and they were just going to collapse. And I think we got that. Well, the team, I think I texted you beforehand and I said, is this a system change? I thought, was there potential for a back three?
Yeah, I thought there was a lot of potential for a 4-4-2. Because
I know you just absolutely detest Gomez at right back because it takes away so much from us. But credit where credit's due. He had, I suppose he had about good half an hour, 35 minutes playing at right back, and he was as close as to the perfect backup to Trent as you could want, really, because he was getting to the byline and getting crosses, and the crosses weren't of the highest quality, and obviously he wasn't putting in the quantity that a Trent would put in. But the changes were ideal. I thought you bring Firmino and Salah back in, both absolutely bouncing and fresh from sitting on the bench during the week.
Yeah,
and I was surprised to see Milner in. Milner getting 2 games in a week is very rare these days, and I thought he would have been another man absolute stick on for Austria on Tuesday night, but you can't undermine this German. He's got everything down to a T, and he knows what he can get from the 11 he sticks out. And I think we talked about Ox being deployed on the left of the front three in the Palace game, and what it kind of takes away from him. But there today, you just seen the opposition makes it kind of easy for him, and he can float around. And again, Bournemouth have just thrown the points away.
Yeah, Chris Brack says he thought you were playing with a 3-5-2 a bit. Kevin Sullivan says playing 4-4-2 against his Liverpool side was so naive from them. Let me see. Keita said, Chris Brack says Keita will rightly get all the headlines, but Henderson was excellent again in the deep midfield role. It was hard to pick out a player that didn't play well.
Who's your man of the match? Go on right now, because I know there's a wide obvious one, but I want to hear your input first.
Do you know something? I think it's one of the harder games to pick a man of the match. I thought Van Dijk was absolutely flawless in everything he done. From start to finish. And I know that's an easy thing to say. It feels like a bit of a cop-out when you say Van Dijk was absolutely brilliant. I thought Henderson was magnificent. Because Milner will run around, but Henderson had to not only look defensively good, he was the man that probably had to set the tempo when you're seeing how deep Bournemouth were. And I thought he done really well. It's a brilliant ball for the first goal. But I don't know. I'll probably have to have a little bit more to think about over the next 10 minutes or so. But I'll get your man of the match at the end as well. But Carl Duff says, even lads up the relentless Reds. Avo the Third said, you said on Thursday that Lovren has never played 10 consecutive games for anyone he's ever played for. Here we go again. And somebody else did mention, didn't Barry call an injury for Lovren, because he does get that way after 5 or 6 games. He also called that as well. Kevin Sullivan says the Van Dijk tackle at 0-0 was vital. Klopp reckons Lovren issue was more cramp related. So he could have just had a slight cramp, a dead leg. It could be something along them lines, because you could see him passing the ball around a little bit and to Henderson and stuff, and then when the free kick is taken and we clear it, the sub is made straight away. So we'll have to wait and see. Nordred has mentioned Naby Keita here. Listen, it was brilliant. I thought, let's go through the goals, right? And we can talk about people's influences as it goes through the game. So the first goal, as I said, Bournemouth are so deep every time Liverpool get it. Like, Henderson's literally turning in Bournemouth's half on the ball, and nobody is anywhere near him. Nobody's anywhere near him. But this time he gets it that little bit deeper. He spots the run. It's a brilliant ball. The goalkeeper, the commentator I was watching said the keeper should be really out trying to claim that. But it's a brilliant ball, and it's a really good first time finish, isn't it? Great to see Oxlade-Chamberlain making that run from outside to in. Delighted with it, Barry. Absolutely delighted with it. Yeah,
this is what I'm saying. Oxlade-Chamberlain might have looked uncomfortable the last time he was deployed in that position, but I think he settled into it nicely today, because. But let's talk about the key thing right beforehand. Nathan Aka goes off right before that, and as I say, they only needed one more injury to an already rickety lineup, and it was going to collapse. And I mean, it's simple. It's so simple. Ball over the top. It's perfection. I mean, it doesn't just require a single touch then to finish. Merson's given the keeper an awful time. He reckons he can come out and catch it, but
I think he can get a bit closer to Oxlade-Chamberlain and probably get in his eye line where Oxlade-Chamberlain thinks, not pull out of it, but he might think I might have to take a touch by him here because I'm too close. But the area the keeper does come out into basically tells Oxlade-Chamberlain, you just get your foot on this and it's past him, because there is that distance there to make it count, and it's so hard for the keeper to react.
Yeah, well, not every keeper is like Alisson Becker as well. They're not coming charging out and cleaning all before them. Like Ramsdale, he's relatively young and inexperienced, and I think it just the quickness of how it happens. Ball has caught them out altogether, and the nippiness of Ox to get in there as well, and it's neat. It's a lovely, neat finish. It's a nice way to get going, and considering the timing, it's classic Liverpool. They've poked and prodded you for half an hour and stretched you rightly, and got you to come out at the right time and absolutely killed you with a ball over the top.
Well, that's the thing. We have played it in around and we've tried to get in behind at different occasions, and then we just turn and go, well, look, all right, we'll just launch one over the back of you. And the thing is, if it doesn't come off, all right, say a defender does get to it or a keeper gets to it or it goes out for a corner, now Bournemouth are thinking, well, if we sit in deep here, they're going to try to play against us. If we push up, are they going to hit us in behind? So it's actually, if we sit so deep that we try to stop this long ball, we're literally going to be allowing them midfielders to turn on the ball 35 yards from goal rather than 45 yards from goal. And now it's getting very, very messy. But a really, really good goal. And, just at the right time, like you said, Ake has to go off and then we hit them with that. And it's a real case of, listen, we're compounding their problem. And it's like in games when you get one, get a second, and it really knocks team spirit completely. And I think that's what it done to the Bournemouth. But the second goal is a really, really good goal. A ball from Trent. So Lovren's gone off at this stage. People are saying there that the worry is nobody was near him regarding Lovren. So you always fear that the worst of these injuries. Plus, Klopp does lie. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. There was nobody near him. It just seemed like he was running, then he was standing still, then he defended a free kick, and then he was off. Megan says a goal and assist for Naby will do his confidence the world of good. Absolutely massively. And this competition of, will Naby should play, and the online competition between should Naby play and should Naby not. Naby Keita has come in there today. He's being given that role by Klopp in a game where he believes he can make a massive impact, and he does make a massive impact. And look, if Klopp wants to play Naby Keita for 20 minutes at the end in Salzburg or the same against Watford, absolutely fine. This is what it's all about. A squad being able to come in and out at different times. And that goes for everyone in the team. Probably bar Alisson and Van Dijk if they're fit. Everyone else we can kind of rotate when we feel like it. But the second one's a great goal. Trent has to come on because of Lovren's injury. A ball into Salah. Sorry, into Naby. He turns on it. Nice ball into Salah, who strength again holds it up, lovely vision back heel, and it's a good finish. And that's what you want to see from Naby Keita, isn't it? Because that's what we've been told he's really, really, really good at.
The one thing that Naby will not have gained throughout his time in Liverpool is having set up relationships, and you can see there's definitely a fledgling one there with Salah, and it's so nicely worked, nice and neat, and in small spaces. They've already found the route in behind Bournemouth, and it's just an exploitation of their line. Perfectly weighted in times pass in behind, and Naby's he's cool when he gets there. He tucks it away. And I don't want to be heaping on unnecessary overpraise on him. I think he's come in and produced a nice performance, and I think he'll just come out of the team again. Let's not abuse the scenario.
No, and it's not a reflection on him. You see, that's where we need to get. Like, if Naby Keita doesn't play Tuesday, people are going to go, "Oh, he was brilliant at Bournemouth," and I'm kind of going, "Yeah." But he's been working his way back from injury and being thrown into the team here and there, let off again for a week or two. I think there was a bit of sickness involved. But this is what it's about. You can call for rotation in different parts of the team, but then when a player, who obviously has brilliant ability, but when he has an injury record like he has, thrown in with the massive fixture list we have as well on top of that, it's a perfect mix for in and out. When Aldham's out today, Lallana's out today, Fabinho's out. It's a perfect mix. Now, we may get a little bit more because of those injuries and possible knocks, but I think you're right. He has a really, really good game, but we don't need to shout from the rooftops about it, and that's not a slight on him. It's a really good performance against a side that allowed him to play at times, but he took full advantage, didn't he?
That's not heap pressure on him. Is the advice? Yeah. Because he's suffered really in his time here, and let's call it how it is. Yeah, the rotation has got us into this situation, and thank God we have a squad as good as it is. Fabinho's not there, and you're clearly managing Wijnaldum's minutes, and hopefully it's just a no room for the Lallana situation, and he's wanted to potentially give, a Premier League appearance to one of Elliott or Jones, and Jones was the lucky man today.
Yeah,
he got that. So yeah, he's a man for Watford next. I think you'll see Keita in a game against Watford, and hopefully he sparkles again.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you know what? One thing I did notice about him, and I noticed that when he's played for Liverpool a couple of times, that I love Naby Keita when he gets it and he drives at people in certain circumstances where he can just get ahead of them, get the wrong side of them, and open things up for himself. But sometimes he can chew the ball a little bit, if you know what I'm saying, and he can lose it in certain parts, and then it mightn't open up. But today I thought he chose his moments to release a ball perfectly. He chose his moments to move with it perfectly, and he also, the biggest thing, and it shows with the goal, he chose his moments to get beyond the ball and make an impact with those sort of off the ball runs. He chose them absolutely perfect, and the goal is the perfect one. He gets it, he sees it go into Salah, and he knows, I can fill the space in behind Salah because no one else is there. Do you know the kind of way? And it's a really good move and a really good goal, and I'm absolutely thrilled for him. I really, really am, and I want to see this more and more and more. But I have this little bit of caution about him, that at the right times, and there's going to be enough times for him to do it simply because of the workload we have over the next 4 to 6 weeks. It's going to be huge. Chris Brack says, let's hope Matip is back just after Christmas. Nordred said it was great to see Mane, great to rest Mane. Bobby needs a breather too. Yeah, we're going to have to do. But I thought in parts Firmino wasn't great, but in other parts he was, especially when we were trying to be patient. Nordred says Jones is definitely good enough for the Liverpool bench. On the ball, he seems to glide past players, which is great to see. I'm presuming he's on about Naby Keita there. But look, it gets to half time. We possibly should have been 3 up at half time. If on glaring chances, the Salah one near the end of the half, I thought that's 3-0, that's game over. A bit unfortunate, or do you think it's just a bad miss?
Oh, bad miss. He needs to go with the head there, 100%.
Yeah,
and yeah, that would have been. Think that would have been an opportunity to just take Salah off. Then there, he's got his goal, because I was thinking all along, Salah kept getting the ball in dangerous areas, and he kept getting the ball onto his left and reneging the shot. Which I thought, Jesus, Mo, this is very unlike you. This is probably a great time to unleash one and get back on the goal trail. And I thought it wasn't coming. I really did. I thought today wasn't coming, but thank God he got an assist. Thank God he had a goal involvement for Keita's goal. So, fair play to Mo. He's stuck at it, and he's clearly putting the niggly ankle problem to one side, and he slots a very nice third goal, and Naby pops up to complete an almost flawless performance with an assist to top it off.
Yeah, and that's another instance of Keita making the right decisions at the right times, because you wouldn't be given out if he takes that ball and drives and tries to commit a defender, go past him and try to have a shot himself. But he drives with it, and then bang, he sees the run, and the delivery is perfect. And again, Salah for me looked a lot more on it today than he did in the past couple of games, and that may be down to injury, a little bit of confidence, I'm not sure. Maybe it's the opposition today, but again, brilliant decision making from Keita, and a great finish from Salah. And it was great to see that. You really feel like, oh yeah, that's just another goal there, and it just gets him off and running again at a time in the season where it's crucial, because I think this next 4 to 6 weeks makes this season. It absolutely makes it, without a shadow of a doubt. But a really good third goal again.
Great to have the goal involvement from our attackers or our midfielders this time, because sure enough it returned against Everton during the week, but that was our backups. That was Sakiri and Origi. It was good to have our midfield having a huge part in the goal scoring today, but vitally. Our main marksman is back amongst the goals, and that's good to see, and hopefully sets him up nicely, because we were saying that probably about the last goal that Salah scored. There were they were short in supply at the time. But no, I genuinely feel with the opposition that's coming up and the time that we're going to have now, the special trip that we're going to have, coming on the horizon, and I think a great spotlight game on Tuesday, where once again all eyes of Europe will be on us when we need to prove that we are the champions of Europe, the reigning champions of Europe, and have a proper defence of our crown.
Yeah, there's reports here of a United penalty. VAR have given Man United a penalty at the Etihad. Kevin Sullivan said it's a stonewall pen. So does Chris Brack. And I just read a comment a couple of minutes ago saying they could have been 2 or 3-0 up here because of the break that they've been on the counter. They've looked really good. Yeah. I thought City were going to bash these, but listen, I'll take this all day long. At 20 minutes in at the Etihad, but just the rest of the game, we're going to finish up now in 5 or 6 minutes. Let people go and
yeah, of course. Saturday night, guys.
Saturday evening, yeah, absolutely. But the rest of the game played out exactly like we wanted it. We camped in their half. We won. We are really dangerous. And then even when they cleared it, we were getting it back. We were really controlled. We moved them very well. And wasn't it great to see not only Shaqiri get on and make another little appearance, but to see Curtis Jones come in there. That's a massive thing for him. It's a massive, massive thing for him to come in for the Premier League leaders, European champions. We're going for 15 wins out of 16, and he's able to come in and go around the pitch and play with all these players, because most of the time when Curtis Jones plays, he plays with what will be a second string. So it's how good was it for him?
It just makes Klopp's life so much easier. He's penciled as the motivator. He gets less credit as a tactical master, but what he most certainly is a man manager, and taking the opportunity to give Curtis Jones and Shaqiri a little run out today, whilst doing the smart thing of giving Robertson a slight rest. It's insanely good team management and continues the happy time of our life vibe amongst this group of players, and I think a really healthy position to carry into the next game. And I would say amongst them, they're having conversations. I think I should be in on Tuesday.
Yeah,
and his mate will reply, well, you know what? I think it's my turn.
Yeah, I was really heartened. It was really heartening to see a player like that come on and we dominated the game. Man United have gone 1-0 up away at Man City.
Marcus Rashford.
Northreads, can you believe we are cheering these on? No, I'm not cheering them on. I just if they go and get something out of it, absolutely fine. I've no problem with that. And listen, I'd say half the United supporters are wondering, do we want to win this because it puts them 14 points ahead of Manchester United. I'm just looking back at the replay here. It's an absolute stonewall penalty.
Oh, it's
he makes no attempt at the ball and throws his body across. Looking at it from another angle here, he's not interested in the ball. He's going straight for Rashford. It's a definite penalty. But look, we go to Salzburg, and I keep forgetting what night it is. I'm going to say Tuesday night, and it is Tuesday night because it's a short.
You'll probably have tomorrow night to have a good in-depth look at that. And of course the club will be back on Monday to have a proper.
Yeah, well, tomorrow night we will have a deep look at this game. The club will have another look at this game, and because we always have different voices on each show, so it's good to get.
Of course,
if we can get 7-8 people's feedback on shows, on games every couple of shows, it's absolutely great. But I'm sure the club will look at the Salzburg game a little bit deeper than we would, simply because they're on Monday and this is on Tuesday. But we go into it in great spirits, don't we? Not only because of the run we're on regarding results and stuff, but to see us rotate like that and giving players over the last 7 days the chance to recuperate a little bit, going into Salzburg and Watford, and then we're off to Qatar. We're in really good nick, aren't we?
Quietly, the record has increased. We smashed the record against Everton, but now it's 33 unbeaten. So we're extending the record, and it has no signs of stopping. It could go to 40 before you know it. And look at the goal difference now, boys. My goodness gracious me. All of a sudden, right now, real time, we've overtaken Man City. They have 20 plus 25. We have plus 26. We're actually level on Leicester, who had a flipping 9-0 victory amongst their results.
Yeah.
So you know what? Amongst everything, look at this. All of a sudden, a couple of clear victories for Liverpool, making proper statements.
Yeah.
And really firmly punching it home. We're top. You've got to catch us. We're relentless.
No, it's unbelievable. Like I'm just to have the game on the background here, and United should be 2-0 up. A great breakaway. Rashford's missed a big chance. Avo says Pep looks like he's lost the plot. Tuesday away, Salzburg are no joke. No messing with lineups. No, I don't see a mess up with a lineup. I think he go as strong as he possibly can.
Champions League final 11 as much as possible.
Yeah, and Fabinho, he's going to have to make those two changes because they're enforced. I think Watford is the one where you might see a Shaqiri, Lallana, maybe you may. No, not all together. I'm just throwing out names. Shaqiri, Lallana, Keita, different things like that. So
Rashford's at the bar.
Yeah, so it's absolutely, you look like you could score every time they go forward here, by the way. But look, we're going to let you go. City are all over the place, apparently. Rashford's just hit the bar. He should have had a hat-trick. But, I'm just watching it back here now. He's hit the bar with a curling shot, and Ederson was waving at it.
Come here.
Look, come on.
Are you gonna catch the boxing?
Oh, I might catch the boxing, yeah. Ruiz and
AJ.
Yeah, I think AJ has to beat him. If he doesn't beat him, he's in serious trouble.
Yeah, he's finished if he loses, isn't he?
What time are they due in the ringer?
It's in Saudi Arabia, isn't it? So I can't imagine that's a late one. I'd say that'll be. Geez, that could be 8.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up. I'm sure someone out there knows the ring entrance times and stuff like that. But look, we leave it at that. Liverpool have won 3-0. They've gone 15 wins from 16. All we need is 15 more wins, lads. Trust me, I've worked it out. And another good weekend so far. It's looking good at the Etihad so far. Fingers crossed. With the way City and United are playing at the moment. Leicester go away to Villa tomorrow. Chelsea were beaten by Everton today. Big Dunk was doing cop-out behaviour stuff. Big Dunk.
The run down the line for the third goal.
Run down the line, God. And then I can't believe they haven't sacked him after the game, because going to the crowd, looking at the camera, going for the big 3 cheers off the Gladys Street is cop-out behaviour. And as you know, the Ev don't like cop-out behaviour. But look, Barry, thanks a million for joining us. It's been a pleasure.
Not a problem, and it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Good stuff. That's been the Fatback 4 Daily for this Saturday. We'll talk to you soon. Enjoy another win by the Reds. Go and enjoy the rest of the football of the evening, the boxing, wherever else you're watching. Talk to you in a bit. Over and out.